This is the future.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Green here and welcome to another video. So I've managed to successfully beat Heroic Tree Cyborg on the account where I do not have a Raven or Chaos Artifacts. I mean, I do have the free one, like the Chakra. I have a level 3 Chakra and level 1 Chakra, but that's as far as it goes. We're going to use mainly All Blades here. And we're going to use here the Confluent Sakuman team at first, with Classic Superman to reduce the defense of Cyborg, and Confluent Sakuman with All Blades to deal the damage. And Dr. Fate with Firebox. I mean, by putting Firebox on Dr. Fate, I'm missing some passive stats because there's a level 3 Chakra on Classic Superman. I could have put the level 1 Chakra on Dr. Fate, but to be honest, when fighting Cyborg, I'd rather have access to the infinite combo. Because the thing with this dude is that his second special is very annoying, because that special is gonna be able to power drain a huge chunk of your power, and at the same time he tends to back off a lot and transition into a range attack or even a jump attack, but his back animation is very long, so it's just annoying things to deal with that the Firebox is gonna give me the means to not have to deal with it, because if he can't hit you at all, then he can't back away or use any specials. Dr. Fate back in there, and yeah, I have some special 3 damage on the All Blades, so that'll definitely help. But the thing that really sucks about this fight when using the Confluent Sakuman team is his very low damage cap. As you know, the damage cap is something that will prevent you from dealing damage higher than a certain percentage of the boss's health. And for this one, it's a very low cap and it doesn't really affect other characters that much, because other characters kind of have their damages split throughout their entire fight. But with Confluent Sakuman, usually like 60%, depending on the fight. Look, between 40 and 60% of the damage is going to be the percentage damage done on the special tree. And this time it's just gonna be 8 million 3 times or something like that. So yeah, I think it's got to pull a lot of weight by himself here. Would be great if I had some Advent of Chaos Artifacts, because I could go Soul King and attempt to combo interrupt this dude. He's kind of combo interruptible, as you'll see in further fights, because there's some fights where you have to combo interrupt him unless you want to have a very painful experience, and it's not the most reliable thing, or I'm not the best one at doing it, but we'll get into that. So yeah, with the last minute Confluent Sakuman, what I would do in the past, and it's still the best way to do it if you don't use All Blades and you use anything else, is previously I would sit with Dr. Fate for an extended combo. I would go with 3 combos before tagging him back in, and have a guaranteed 3 special trees with Confluent Sakuman on each tag in. But this time I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do 2 special trees once every 2 tag-ins, because that will at the same time allow me to keep my All Blade stacks up high. It's kind of the same logic as it goes with the Last Life Joker when fighting phase 1. Even though you could stay in the fight for more with the special 2, you'd rather tag in and out more to get higher All Blade stacks, because if you go below 2 stacks, there we go, 75 million, that's decent. But if you go below 2 stacks of All Blades, and it kinda happens with him, if you're going to go for 2 special trees every tag in, it's not gonna be worth damage. Now, Silver Banshee team is going to be a team where I really found it required to try and combo interrupt this dude. And yeah, another very annoying thing about him is that because he tends to back away so much, it's gonna be a losing battle if you're trying to combo interrupt him while he's not in the corner. Over there I fell, that was my fault. And yeah, with Silver Banshee, I'm kind of doing the safe strategy here since I have All Blades on and I need to tag in and out a lot. So instead of staying with Silver Banshee in there for another special 1 after the special 3, I'm going to go for a full combo Silver Banshee into a special 3 at the end. Why do I think this is better in some scenarios? Well, first of all, it's keeping the All Blade stacks up at 3 stacks. Sadly, you're not gonna do a 4 stack special 3 as you would do with other strategies. And yeah, second of all, it guarantees the reverse flash tag-in, because you'd go with special 3, back off 2 times, special 1 to disable another Cyborg's abilities, and that's all good. That's definitely some great stuff that you're gonna do there. But the problem is, when you're going to get reverse flash tag back in there, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to reconnect the combo, especially without the Firebox, which I don't have here. Actually, I don't know why I didn't put the Firebox here, and I prefer to have those little additional stats from the level 1 Chakra that's on him. But yeah, over here we're struggling to push him back to a corner. This was not my best fight with Silver Banshee against this dude, but was my most recent one, so I thought I would chronologically show you the fights to see like the process of his downfall. And as you can see, Reverse Flash doesn't have the easiest time reconnecting, and even if we were trying to go for the like traditional Silver Banshee strategy, we would... I think we would do worse than we're doing here. He's finally back to the corner, and yeah, there we go, lads. Now I have to combo interrupt him, that's not a great experience. There we go, that worked. Throw Banshee back in there for a full combo into a special tree. Yeah, this is how it should go, and the damage... like, what I did was, not for this fight, obviously, but I did it in some other fights, and I was kind of comparing the two types of gameplay. Because in safer fights, I'm still using the old gameplay with back off one time of Silver Banshee into a special one, and then reverse flash tag in. And yeah, comparing those two damages, honestly, the previous gameplay yields a little bit more damage, but just like a few mil, 2 or 3 mil more damage. Maybe sometimes all the way up to 10 mil, depending on how rough is the fight. Yeah, reverse flash died there sadly, so we're gonna have to be careful here. But at the same time, in those fights where I'm doing this, I would not be able to execute that perfectly. So yeah, another special tree in there. Back off 2 times, re-engage that combo, swipe down to put some distance, and again re-engage the combo into a special tree. Well, not the best Silver Banshee fight, it's something, okay? We survived until the end, that's important. So yeah, now we have Catwoman here. I have actually Claws of Force on Catwoman, I have a level 1 chakra and a level 3 chakra on Gorilla Grodd. And thinking back on it, I should have kept a 3rd chakra, because I could have put it on Catwoman, and it would give me more attack than the Claws of Force does, but it's too late for that. But yeah, I figured that Catwoman, I mean, she does okay with all blades. But the problem is, she relies a lot on lethal attack damage stacking, so by using Claws of Force, this is going to allow her to stay in the fight non-stop, deal some damage non-stop because she deals a lot of damage on her basic attacks, and keep her lethal attack damage up so that it buffs her abilities. And yeah, ideally you'd want to have some Soul Raid artifact on her, like Beta Club or Sword of Salvation, but if you don't have either of those, just equip a Claws of Force or even an Amulet of Might for more damage on basic attacks, I guess. Or at the very least test that out for yourself to see what does better, either this or All Blades for you. So yeah, and again, it's not gonna be a huge amount of damage, and with the All Blade strategy, she's gonna deal slightly more damage, but again, I couldn't have possibly executed this correctly in this fight. Special in there. Combo interrupting with Catwoman is actually not that hard to combo interrupt. Never mind, I just failed. But yeah, it doesn't seem that hard because she's got very fast hits, and that's one of the things I really love about Catwoman. Again, getting hit by that, but that's fine, we blocked it. Thankfully he missed. I love when they miss in the middle of the abilities when you block, because you've got the passive that triggers a free special tree. If you block the whole ability, and usually that special tree does more bad than good because the enemy can't even block it. Yeah, it triggered here, and I guess it was not terrible, but I wouldn't have done that myself, because we just lost a lot of time here, we lost a lot of lethal attack damage stacks, and that really hurt our damage. There we go, that's a proper special tree. As you can see, the damage is far higher than the previous one was. Combo interrupting again. Do another special tree, 136 hit combo, let's go. 1 million on the last hit of that. Again, always does slightly more, but at the same time you're staying far less with Catwoman overall in combat. Special 2 in there to refresh it and keep that lethal attack damage up. Re-engage that combo. Combo interrupt again. Special tree. And yeah, honestly, taking a look at the damage and the health that this guy is left with, if I played a little bit better the Silver Banshee fight and the Catwoman fights, then I think I would have been able to kill him in those 3 fights. But it's okay. We can't have everything go perfectly. So you are going to have to do a little bit of a cleanup duty here, but it doesn't matter because the only 2 bosses alive here are Starfire and this dude, because I left both of them alive, because I was planning to do both of them at the same time, to use only Catwoman and Silver Banshee here, because they absolutely suck against both Starfire and the rest of the teams against both Starfire. But when I got to that point where both of them were available, there were like or days available of the soul rate, so I was like, nah, I'm not killing Starfire as well, so let's just focus on taking down Cyborg. Let's just kill my boy Cyborg and we'll see what we do with Starfire when the soul rate comes back. Hopefully not after it expires, because I'm kind of tired of adding because we've seen a lot of it. Let me know down in the comments what soul rates you want back. Okay, another special one in there to refresh that burning effect. And yeah, with Flash again, I think I got a better hang of the combo interruption. Keep in mind, the previous 3 fights were streamed, so I was kind of taking a look at the chat while doing it. Over here I have the ability to be a little bit more careful. And we're not going for the most optimal Multiverse team gameplay because it's not that much health left. I guarantee you we will do it. Unless Multiverse Armor Supergirl randomly dies, we will do it. And even if she dies, Multiverse Flash might be able to pull it off until the end of the fight. Multiverse Armor Supergirl back in there. Special tree, there we go. He is dead. And ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the amazing rewards that we got? So we got my boy Speed Force the Flash here. If anybody needs some shards for him, I got you. I got like 1000 additional and an Amulet of Tech. That's I got so many random useless zero artifacts at this point that I'm too lazy to shatter them, but I will eventually shatter them because it's simply counterproductive in terms of time, because it takes time to shatter them, but at the same time now it takes me too much time to scroll all the way to my high level artifacts when I enter the artifact screen, so it's just a very frustrating scenario. But yeah, garbage rewards, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.
This is the future.